You, Trustee Ritter.
Oh my, where to begin? I have had some calls recently about noise in the neighborhoods, especially in the area of Alameda, and I hope our police are going to at least make some patrol efforts. There are a lot of loud cars, a lot of noisy cars. With cold weather coming on, I think some of it will clear up because people will roll their windows up and contain their noise inside their cars. But still, our police need to make a presence and let people know that they're not going to accept this disturbance of the peace. I got a report about a 6 a.m. person who rides his motorcycle through the neighborhood on a fairly regular basis at 6 in the morning. Lots of stuff like that. That this noise ordinance isn't going to get here any too quickly for a lot of us. So many things here, but I'll try to move right along. Tearing down of Meadowdale Mall. As village president, when you say we ought to tear that mall down and I want to get village staff and get started on it, you know, I don't know how people are to react to that other than that you're the village president. When you say that, whether it's in a blog where you didn't say let's have a discussion, you said let's have a meeting and consider tearing this mall down. Now there are all kinds of ramifications financially and convenience-wise and every other way, and to say that we should just go ahead and start talking about tearing it down before we talk about anything else and any of the ramifications that go with it, I'm sorry, that's a little irresponsible in my estimation. You know, maybe it's a good idea, but to just throw it out there as if it should happen, that was pretty disconcerting to me. I'll skip the park committee discussion that went. I was a little bit disappointed in one other thing. Pat Schultz was brought up to give her report, and halfway through her report, and this is a quote, somebody said, "Let me interrupt you," and then proceeded to interrupt her and tear this whole meeting apart and start all this back and forth discussion. Well, nobody has a right to interrupt somebody who's speaking at the podium. Whether it's the president or a member, we should all keep our mouths shut. I tried really hard to keep quiet. I wanted to jump in about 10 different places and interrupt everybody else and start throwing in my piece, but I tried not to, and I think I succeeded. But President Sarto, if your example is to say, let me interrupt you and then take the floor, that's a pretty poor example. And then all of this other discussion that happened based on the fact that you interrupted her and took the floor, and then you said, don't interrupt me, I have the floor. Well, you have it because you interrupted the speaker at the podium. That's inappropriate. And we've mentioned this to you before, that you have no more right to interrupt people than any of us do. Please stop it. Now, something else I saw, you said something about having can-do attitude. And we have code enforcement people who want to get houses cleaned up. That sounds like a can-do kind of thing, and they've got people who are helping and working, and their can-do attitude is getting a bucket of cold water from you. If you want can-do people, then let some of us can-do people do it. We're out there doing. We're can-doing right now. You know, maybe it's not the way you wanted it, but we feel very good about it. And I didn't like the Fox Valley thing on the signs either, and I've told the people that I didn't really think that was appropriate. But that's not going to stop me from going on Saturdays and working. And actually, the sign doesn't say Carpentersville Improvement Committee. It says Carpentersville Cares. It's not really a sign for the committee or about the committee. It's an attitude that we care about our village and that we want to see things go right. You know, I'm not related to that committee. I'm not even volunteering for that committee. I'm volunteering for me because I want to see Carpentersville improve, whether it's one house at a time, one block at a time, or whatever. So I feel like I'm a can-do person. I'm trying to do, and I wish you'd quit saying don't do it. You know, if you have logical reasons, fine, talk to me. But don't disparage everybody who wants to get things done. And that's more than enough. I'll yield the floor.
Thank you.